do 2 blood tests and 2 urine tests, and that's the reason why we're late. To my left, obviously, Kevin Barry, we've got Joseph Parker, and our promoter David Higgins. We're here to take any questions that you have.
Joe, your initial thoughts?
It was, we enjoyed being here. We enjoyed the whole event, enjoyed the crowd. The bigger and the better man won on the day. We still have things to go back and work on. But we're still young, we've still got a lot of time. We'll be back, we'll be champion again.
Disappointed, but do you think you earned more respect out here tonight?
We did, we fought good. But like I said, he's just a better man on the day, so he deserved to win. But disappointed, but we'll be back. It's just got to take it on the chin.
Joe, you look clearly very upset. How do you bounce back from this now?
Just set up another fight and come back stronger. First, you got to. Our whole team's been working hard to get here, and we all deserve a good break, some time at home with our families. And then once that's done, and once we're relaxed, we want to set up another fight straight away. Got to get a horse again and keep going.
Joe, just over here? What were you able to do that was within your game plan, and what were you not able to do that was within the plan?
I just I faded away from using my double jab to set up the punches I wanted to throw. So just everything's learning. Could have done more, but it's didn't really throw all the punches they wanted to throw. But I guess it's learning, and I guess you got to just come back stronger.
Did he hurt you at any point during the fight?
Not really. He hurt me with a headbutt, I think. Which is why I got a cut, but not really.
Did you want to work on the inside? Because the referee didn't. It was like he was refereeing the Olympics. It's like he didn't want you guys to tie up at all. Was that a surprise for you and for Kevin?
Kevin can answer that because when the ref came to the back, he couldn't really speak English. Kevin was trying to talk to him and sort of ask him questions about how he's going to control the fight. Now, we're not saying the ref. No, we're not blaming the ref, but when we got an inside and try to work, but Kev can answer that. He tried to communicate with the ref and didn't really speak English. So I wanted to work on the inside.
Did that work to your disadvantage then, the fact that he continued to break you guys up?
I guess if it was an inside, I could have worked more and I could have done threw a bit more punches, but the ref did his job.
Kevin, your take on?
Well, look, obviously when one guy's got the 76-inch reach and the other guy's got the 84 or 85, it's very important for us when we do close the distance that we're able to work. And unfortunately for us, the referee he didn't allow us to do that. And I tried to speak to him when he came out the back, and he had no idea or understanding of the question I asked him.
Because of the language barrier?
Because of the language, and I thought it was, I knew he was from Italy, but I obviously expected that we'd have a guy that would actually be able to communicate with both the two participants fighting. And when I found out, I actually said to the BBOC beforehand, I said, well, this is going to be great. How am I going to be able to communicate with the referee, the guy in charge of the fight? He said, oh, he's a very good referee. So, okay.
Kevin, could this have gone differently if you had another ref?
Look, I think today we were beaten by a better man. I thought that Joshua, in fact, I was quite impressed with some of the things he did. I thought he held his hands a lot better than what he has in other fights. He was quite hard to hit. I think Joe hit the nail on the head before. Like, we trained the whole training camp to work off the double jab, and obviously the double jab is very important, not only for an offensive weapon, but for a defensive tool. And Joe sort of he drifted away from that a little bit.
Kevin, you said during the week that you'd done the perfect preparation, and if you did get beaten, it would have been by a better boxer. You accept?
I accept that. That's what I just said. We were beaten by a better man on the day.
Joseph, is there any consolation for you being the first man to take AJ the distance?
You know, it's when you have two champions come together. You know, we fight with our hearts and we fight and leave it all in the ring. So, you know, going the distance, you know, I'm always fit to go the distance, and like I said, we fight back to my chin, and you know, but there's a few things that we're going to work on and tweak in training, and I look forward to hopefully we can have a rematch sometime.
Joe, there's a lot of talk now. Josh and be heard, they want to fight wild, they want to build to see it. What's your assessment now you've been in with Joshua, how that will go?
Well, I've been in with Joshua, I haven't been in with Wilder, but you know, he's a good fighter. Today he showed that he's a good fighter. He can box, and he worked on a lot of things that and improved on a lot of things that we saw the weaknesses that he had. So he boxed a lot better.
Joseph, did you run out of steam towards the end? Why didn't you throw more punches in those final rounds?
In the final rounds? No, just trying to fight smart. I can fight, you know, more than 12 rounds. My fitness was good, but maybe a bit too cautious. You know? Like I said, it's learning, and I think with these fights you get better.
Did you feel like the scorecards were a bit wide?
I thought they were a bit wide, but you know, that's the judges. You know, when judges do their job, can't complain. But I thought they were a bit wide.
I think the New Zealand judge had the widest margin.
Was there a feeling when you got into those later rounds that it wasn't slipping away and you needed something special? How were you sort of feeling in 10, 11, 12?
I felt fit, you know. Fit, but maybe too cautious.
I thought after 6 rounds it was our fight to win. You know, I said to Joe, you know, I thought that Joshua definitely had a really good first 4 rounds. He was moving well. 5 not so much. Joe touched him a few times in the 5th, and the 6th I thought was decent. And I said to Joe after 6, I really thought this could be our fight to win now. And you know, Joe landed a lot of very good body shots that obviously the judges sitting at ringside tonight didn't score. And I thought Joshua was tiring, but he actually, you know, for some guy who's had a few problems with stamina in the past, you know, he grinded away. I thought it was a little unfortunate that they, you know, once again they had trouble with the tape on their gloves, and this is not the first fight this has happened.